For the ear speaker flex cable, this is a repair you'll want to do that actually has 4 repairs in one. And it's a lot easier to just replace the cable than it is to have to solder each part individually. Obviously, if you're talking to somebody and you can't hear them, if you're trying to listen to music on your headphones or you're using the auxiliary in your car to play music, if that doesn't work, if you're trying to talk to somebody on the hands-free, or when they're on speakerphone and the microphone's not working, or if the vibration motor isn't working, this is all part of the same cable. Now you can solder these individually, but for the price of the cable, it really makes more sense to just replace it, and it's going to save you more time in the long run to just replace the cable entirely. So we're just going to replace it, but again, you can replace these individually if you want to, but like again, I recommend just replacing the cable entirely. So I'll show you here on the close-up kind of a couple of spots to keep in mind when you are replacing it. So with the vibration motor, you'll want to remember right in here, this little groove, that's going to be your access point to get under that motor. And then that's held down with double-sided tape, and the headset connector is also adhered down a little bit. So just remember, if you're having some trouble getting either of those up, that's what it is, and you just have to work at releasing that tape in order to get these up. And then this just sits in a kind of a retaining mold. It's just made into the housing itself, that microphone, and then same with the speaker. So we'll go back to the main shot, and where I'll normally start is with the vibration motor. So I'll get, using my tweezers, they're kind of a nice sharp point on them, and just get underneath and kind of wiggle at it. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind is you'll more than likely be holding on to your LCD at the same time. I mean, if you're pressing like that, you don't want to squeeze that together, because if you squeeze it together, you'll snap your LCD. So if at all possible, keep your hands off the LCD, or don't apply any pressure or twisting, or anything like that. You want to just, it may be better to keep it on a flat surface. I like to hold everything, and I kind of know how much pressure to give, but just keep in mind, be aware of what you're holding, because it doesn't take much to break that LCD. So once you get the vibration motor loose, I usually flip this around, just pop up the microphone, the headset connector may come up, and then as well the speaker. If you're having problems, I'll usually follow the cable down. So I'll start here and pop that up, and then pop that and just kind of follow underneath and lift that. So should be pretty easy though, nothing too complicated. And so that's a nice fresh page for us to put the new parts in. And what you can do, you can start with the speaker, that retaining spot, and just next do the headset connector. And then same with the microphone, that should slide right in. And then the last thing should be your vibration motor. This, the cable's down, you'll see kind of the underside, it's kind of a maroon. You have 2 little maroon stripes, one right there and one right there. And it'll fold up on itself right into that spot. And once you get all those and they're secure in place, you put the board back in and test it. But that should fix any or all of those problems.